We are working out for the next 365 days in a row. So many of us struggle to make positive changes in our lives, and I tend to give up too. We can't stick to our goals. You see, we've done this challenge at least 10 times, reaching 200 plus days at least twice. I was hoping to get myself into breakdancing shape because I always wanted to breakdance. And failure was crushing. And sometimes when you fail a lot, you give up. And in my case, you give up on your dreams for good. I made excuses instead. But now, even if I give up, or I sleep in, or I stop, we're just going to start over again. We will become stronger. So what follows are my workouts and thoughts each day. Every day, we can decide to make good choices. So don't give up on yourself.
Hello, welcome to Workout Every Day, day number one. You heard that right. Not day number 40 something, day number one. I decided, hey, let me just restart this challenge. What? What's that? You don't want to have another 364 days of hearing my stupid voice. Well, I'm here anyways. Why are we restarting? What happened, Jaden? Did you just not do your exercise? Well, yes, I did do my exercise, but the thing is, guys, my training sessions have been utterly garbage over the past week or two, I want to say. I've been barely putting enough effort. I've been eating junk food. I've been just, skipping my stretches, skipping my core exercise, and I'm really just not following a solid routine. I didn't even write a proper routine until just today, and it just feels like this challenge and what I'm doing. It's like, what's the point of doing this if I'm not really putting in a good effort to try and grow and to try and build and do something? I really want to track my progress properly. I really want to be able to see and know what exercises I have to do. I actually wrote out a week at a glance, so I have an idea at least every day of what exercises should be done throughout the week. This should have been done way before, so I have a decent idea. I know that looks crazy bad. But yeah, and then I went to the gym this morning, and then I got a pretty darn good workout in. Now, of course, this is a workout every day, day number one of 365, but technically speaking, I've just been working out this whole time. But this is what I mean when I say one. I want this to be a real experience where I'm feeling like I'm aiming towards something because I could do 365 days of workout slop. Anybody could do that, just barely trying, barely squeaking out, doing lazy workouts in the middle of the night, skipping all of my important things. But the purpose really is to try and grow and get stronger each day, with the intention of being able to develop and learn new skills and do new things in terms of fitness, right? I want to learn calisthenics. I want to get better at training. And I want to be able to become more flexible. All these cool things. Like, if I'm not putting any effort truly towards them, then there's no real point for me to work out every day and want to, record it and do it. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, I guess there is. There's a health benefit of doing that. But I think what excites me the most about exercise is aiming towards a goal. And since I no longer actually aim to lift heavy, right? No powerlifting, no chasing big numbers. What interests me the most right now is the development of my flexibility and the prospect that I may be able to do calisthenics someday and enjoy, the ability to do some weird stuff. And I just noticed that my motivation was getting a lot lower because I wasn't really planning or preparing or trying to make efforts to reach that. Now, that all being said, what I did notice is that there are some underlying issues that I had with my flexibility and mobility I needed to tackle. So I spent some time today, and I wanted to talk about a very specific topic when it comes to stretching and strengthening. And because I do talk about flexibility here and there, there's a difference between a muscle being tight versus a muscle being weak, guys. And that is something that a lot of us might not know. You might be trying to stretch a muscle and you might just be making it worse instead of better. And that's why things like manual muscle testing exists. If you don't know what manual muscle testing is, you can have somebody do a test on your muscle to see, hey, is this thing tight or is it weak? And then from there, you know what the prescription is on what you're supposed to do to improve, maybe range of motion or whatever it is that you want to fix in that area, right? But I didn't know these things specifically about my hips, specifically about my hamstrings, and luckily enough, there are some diagnostics you can do on yourself that don't require somebody else screening you. So I could test for things like my hamstrings to see if they were tight or weak. I was able to test some stuff in my hip, and I ended up finding, okay, due to, like, I guess, basic eyeball measurements, um, I need to stretch. That's pretty much it. I don't think the muscles in my body are necessarily weak. Some of them are probably in a partially shortened position because I do spend a decent amount of time sitting, especially when I'm home. but I do a lot, or at least I have done quite a lot of core exercise, a lot of stuff that involves my hip flexors. But anyways, yeah, you can see me stretching here. I'm just gonna, make sure I stick on this. I need to, like, flexibility is just so important, guys. And I don't want to lose my ability to, stretch and touch my toes and all that good stuff. And as I get older, this kind of stuff will probably only get more difficult. So yeah, that's just my note on that. And anyways, to wrap up my workout after I came home from work and everything was done and I stretched, I did some hollow holds and worked my core. I'm making sure that I don't skip it. I keep skipping my core. I keep skipping my stretching, and now I just don't want to. So, maybe on my lunch breaks I'll have to do some stretches or whatever it might be, but I need to make sure it's in this routine so I can see the results I'm really looking for. Anyways, glad that you guys are watching these videos. I'll see you tomorrow and take care. Bye-bye. Peace.